I will walk 500. I don't know why the song is stuck in my head. Hello, this is Celina, and today my video is going to be a wrap-up of June 2014, all my favorites and the things that happened, starting off with what I'm wearing today. Kimono shirt that I got from Charlotte Bruce. Since I got it, I've been wearing it non-stop. Sometimes I just feel like running an errand and I'll put this on and I'll feel fancy and I'm happy and I like it. In regards to reading, I finally finished this bad boy right here. It's called Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. And it took me almost a year to be able to finish this. If you would like to watch the full length review, click over here. Just to quickly talk about this book, this is the first book that I've read from this author, and I've never read a novel like this ever. It changes perspectives quite often, and it was really hard to follow in the beginning, but as soon as I got into it, I was soaked in and captivated by every character. It is brilliant and eloquently written, and it's one of my favorite books now, and I will love to read it again. I actually watched the movie, and of course it was nothing compared to the book, but it was a pretty good, decent movie. In regards to music, I have been listening non-stop to Akdong Musician, especially their new album called Play. Akdong Musician is a Korean band composed of two people. They're actually siblings, a guy and a girl. I believe they're teenagers too, like the guy is either 17 or 18 years old and the girl is around 15 or 16. This is their debut album and it is phenomenal. I love it. I've been listening to it non-stop and it's all I could listen to. Anything Akdong Musician I would listen to. I particularly adore the first two songs that they have in the album, Give Love and 200%. Check out these two links for the MVs, and over here is actually one of my friends, Tintin from high school. They did a cover of the song and I hope you guys check it out. It's really cool and I love it. One of the songs playing right now in the background of this video is actually called Galaxy, and it reminds me of Chris from EXO, and I really love this song. Their voices really complement well with each other and they have this great energy and chemistry, especially since they are siblings. My favorite movie that I watched in June, hands down, no competition, is How to Train Your Dragon 2. I watch it with my sister, hence her cheering. She's watched it twice and I want to watch it again. It's mind-blowing. So I was doing a little bit of research. I realized after I watched the movie was that the time I watched How to Train Your Dragon was Hiccup was 15 and I was 15, and then now I watched it again, Hiccup is 20 and I am 20. I just feel so connected with this movie. I feel like this movie was made for me for some reason. The first time I heard that they were making a sequel to How to Train Your Dragon, I was really upset. I didn't want them to ruin such a great film. After watching How to Train Your Dragon 2, I was just blown away because it's actually better than the first movie. At this point in time, we see Hiccup and he's now 20 years old. And so everything is mature and deeper and darker. I honestly cried a bucketful. And there's this one particular scene where everyone's crying, I'm crying, and then I hear this little kid crying in the front of us and I just wanted to laugh out loud, but it was just the cutest thing in the world. What makes a kids show great is when it's not only enjoyable for the kids but for adults as well, and this is one of those movies. So I highly recommend it. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you think about it on the comments down below. What else? Am I forgetting other things? Oh! Yes! Oh! Another favorite of mine during June is this anime called Haikyuu. I guess you'll be hearing my sister's enthusiasm as well. Haikyuu is a sports anime about volleyball, and I have not watched a sports anime in a really long time. My favorite sports anime is Prince of Tennis, Tennis no Oji-sama, and Ryoma Echizen is like my anime crush from childhood. Watching Haikyuu kind of reminds me of it, but dare I say this, Haikyuu is better than Prince of Tennis. I really love this anime. I've never once skipped the opening or the ending. It gives me so much motivation. Every time I watch an episode, I want to go run, or I want to like just give it my all. It's a story about this kid named Hinata, and he is really short, and he gets inspired by this guy named the Little Giant, and he is the ace of Karasuno team, Karasuno High School, volleyball, and so he decides to go join that high school, and then he finds out that in that high school is also this kid, Kageyama, and this kid he met in middle school. I am totally not doing a great justice trying to say the plotline of this anime, but just check it out if you like sports anime. It's really, really cool. It's super fun and enjoyable. The characters are just lovable. All of them are hilarious and you all want to root for them. It's still an ongoing show, and so it comes out every week, and I get impatient, so I go back to the very first episode and watch it again, blah 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 blah, let's say until to episode 8, and then once I reach episode 8 and then episode 9 hasn't come yet, I'm gonna go back again and like watch it again. So I've watched the show plenty of times, and I forced my sister to watch it, and at first she was really reluctant, but after watching about 1 or maybe even 2 episodes, she was really completely hooked, and yes. Ha. Oh yeah, speaking of my sister graduated in June and she's officially out of high school. If you want to watch the video, click right here about her graduation. Her graduation speech is also there. Another thing about June is the beach. I have visited the beach a lot since summer started, and I am one with the beach right now. The beach is my haven. Every time I go there, I'm just completely happy and filled with life and energy, and I feel infinite and I feel amazing. The ocean and the waves and the sand in my feet, the wind blowing in my hair, it's fantastic. I went to Coronado Beach, which is my favorite beach in San Diego, with my best friend Kim. It was absolutely beautiful there. I love the sand there. It's golden. It really is golden. I went biking with my roommates in Newport Beach when I was in Fullerton that one weekend. And then I went to Winnansea Beach, which is in La Jolla, a beach I have never been to before. It's quite small, but it's really, really pretty. And I met up with a bunch of friends from high school there. Any time with the beach is happy time for me. Another thing about June is Rocky Road ice cream. Ever since I got home, I have been eating Rocky Road ice cream almost daily. The thing is, my parents know that Rocky Road ice cream is my favorite ice cream, so every time I open the fridge, there's always Rocky Road ice cream, which I really appreciate, and it's really thoughtful of them, but it's not fun for me in the long run. I also had an accidental book haul that you can view right here. I got free books from the service project that I attended to, and it was really, really fun. Ha! Well, I can't think of anything else, so I hope that those are mostly all the things that I enjoyed or did in June. June has been really interesting because it's really been a relaxed month. I didn't really have a bunch of stuff to do, and mostly I spend my days like watching movies or reading books, which is really refreshing, but also unnerving for me because I've been used to having deadlines and schedule every single day. So it's been nice to unwind and kind of relax and meet up with people and do stuff that I normally wouldn't have time to do. That's mostly it. Bye.